Hey everyone, welcome to another awesome week. This week is going to be a lot of fun. We're still talking about wisdom and finding wisdom. And so Rehoboam is the story for today and how Rehoboam did not listen to wise people around him, okay? And so Rehoboam is the story. It's going to be a good one. It's all about having a foolish heart and listening to your friends or not listening to your friends or listening to actually wise people instead of your friends, that kind of thing. So the first thing what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and play a game of Would You Rather, okay? Would You Rather. And so there's a lot of scenarios on your piece of paper. After you get through all of those, you can also ask the kids to make up their own would you rathers and see how creative they can get with that, okay? Okay, this next one, you're going to sit your whole group on the floor, and one kid is going to kind of sit in front or stand in front with their eyes closed and their back turned to all the other kids. Then you're going to point to one of the other kids that's sitting down or that has their back turned to them and stuff like that, and they're going to say, "I am your friend." In some sort of weird voice, okay? And then all the kids get to kind of move around so that the person that's not watching has no idea who it really is. And then the person who's guessing can turn around and try to pick which one of his or her friends that said, "I am your friend," okay? And then you can play that again multiple times with as many times as you can, okay? But it's all about listening to your friends versus listening for wisdom or advice and things like that, okay? Because sometimes it can be deceiving. Okay, this next one, what you're going to do, you're going to have some supplies. You're going to have a sponge. You're going to have a spray bottle with some red food dye in it. Make sure that this doesn't get on any clothes because red food dye does stain clothes, okay? So make sure that doesn't happen. But what you're going to do with this is you're going to get the sponge and you're going to go through the Bible story of 2 Chronicles 10. So you'll open your Bibles and go through that, read it all together. And with that, you're going to be spraying this sponge with the red food dye every time that Rehoboam did something that was wise or unwise, or heard something that was wise or unwise, okay? And so you can either pick one of those or just go with wise or unwise, that kind of thing. And as you spray the sponge, you'll notice that it's starting to get a lot more red. And what you're going to do at the end of it is wring it out, and you'll notice that even wringing it out, it's still stained red. So that's the point, is surrounding yourself with people who are unwise make it a lot harder or really tint what we do in our lives, okay? So with that, then you'll have a bucket with some water in it, and you'll be able to take a different sponge. And what you're going to do with that sponge is go ahead and each kid will be able to spray that sponge once with the red water, okay, or with the red dye. And what you're going to do with that then is soak it in the water bucket that you have. And after you soak it in the water bucket and get it kind of washed up and stuff, you should be able to wring that out, and it should be mostly clear or clean and completely free of the food dye. So we're going to do it right away so that it doesn't dry on it and stuff. But it's a good demonstration that if we surround ourselves with wisdom, aka the water, then that tainted bad choices don't stick to us, okay? That's kind of the big point of that one. So, and our bottom line for the day is hang out with wise people. Okay, this next one, you're going to have some prepared bags, okay? And so there should be one of these for each and every one of the kids. So you can sit in a circle and then put the bags in the middle. What you're going to do is just one by one, each kid will have the opportunity to grab one of the bags. And you can either do it to where they grab the bag first and then they get to decide via their friends if they should swap the bag for a different bag, or if they should, or if you just want to do that in the beginning, like, hey, which bag should he grab? And then everyone's like pointing to a different bag or something like that. But it's hard to listen to all the different wise or unwise choices. And in reality, no one really is going to know what's inside the bags, okay? And so, so go ahead and have each one of them go ahead and pick one of those bags as a prize bag. And then afterwards, when everyone has a bag, you can open them up and they can look and see if that was a wise choice or an unwise choice, okay? So this next one, you're going to have a memory ring toss. And what you're going to do with it is there will be a hula hoop on one side of the room and your kids on the other side. With that hula hoop, there's also going to be the verse cards, okay? So if you need to, go through the verse in your Bibles again before doing this activity. But you're going to take these verse cards, put them in the hula hoop, then you'll have some bean bags, and with this bean bag they'll be able to toss the bean bag into the hula hoop. If they make it into the hula hoop, then you can have that person run, go get the verse, and then bring it back. Again, you can do this in teams to where it's a race if you want to. And as they bring them back, they have to put the verse in order after that, okay? So that's your memory verse activity. And this next one, you're just doing the prayer closing, okay? So with that, you can have them hold these bags if that really helps with your focus them in and whatnot. But as they hold those bags, go ahead and just pray for them. Take prayer requests if you have time. That is a huge thing that I would love for you guys to do too, is just take those prayer requests, see what's on those kids' minds, and then pray for them. Thank you guys so much for all that you guys do. The word this week is going to be training. And so if you didn't catch that training, make sure you catch me, and maybe we can set up a time and get together and work through that training together, okay? Thank you guys. See you guys soon.